What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Peter and today's video is going to be a Q&A slash update of my Golf R. And I thought this is perfect to do because shout out to you guys. I hit 2,000 subs finally on YouTube and we're coming close to 20K on Instagram. So because of this, I will be doing a giveaway once I hit 20K on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and stay tuned for a post because I have a few things I'm gonna give away and a few announcements in this video. So just watch, stay tuned, and let's get straight into the Q&A. The first one is from my brother, Driven by Boost. He asked me what lens and settings. Poppy, this pic is fire. So my main and go-to setup is my Nikon D750. And the lens that I use is a 24 to 70 2.8. And honestly, this is just my go-to lens because it has a wide variety of zoom, f2.8, so it's good in low light, gets a good depth of field when I'm shooting at like 50 mil to 70 mil. It's like just a really sharp and crisp lens. So not only do I use this for taking my Instagram photos, I actually use this to take photos for companies and car photos and all that stuff. So this thing just works really well, so I never thought of switching or upgrading. But for video, I do not recommend it. If you guys are looking for a video camera, I would recommend a Sony, either a point and shoot or one of their mirrorless crop sensors, because for the price and performance they're really good. But yeah, Nikon D750, but I've been using this camera, which is a Sony RX100 Mark V. I've been using this camera for photos when I don't have this around, and it works perfectly fine. And that's about it. So just these two cameras. Yeah, let's get on to the next question. Taryn.Lee asks, what other cars were you considering when shopping and why did you end up with the R? To be straight up, I wasn't even looking at a Volkswagen to start with. This was like I want to say like grade 12. So it's like 4 years ago, 4 years ago. I was obsessed with the new gen 2015 Plus WRX. I wanted it in white and manual. I've never owned a manual car before, so I thought that would have been a perfect car. And then, not bashing it, it's a really good car, but the interior was not up to like my expectations, and the power to what you have to pay and what you get wasn't really there for me because I have friends that have it and coworkers that have it. I was considering also an STI, but then that was another issue, and also price to performance and interior was also like a thing. That's why I kind of like phased out of it. And then I don't know how it started, but the Golf R started standing out to me. I think it was on social media, maybe like YouTube. I started watching some videos and then I started getting into it and I started like learning about it because my first car was a 2-point slow Jetta, and if you know that car, it's really slow, very comfortable, very spacious, but very slow. So I never thought about fast when it came to Volkswagens, to be honest. I didn't even know what a GTI was like 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, that was that. And then I didn't like the Focus RS because it was domestic. The interior wasn't that comfortable. Like the seats really hug you, but for everyday it was really rough. And that car is over 50,000, I think it was, Canadian. And then Civic Type R, I'm not into Honda at all, and it's front wheel drive. I was specifically looking for all-wheel drive, 2-liter turbo, something like that. And then the only way I would have got the higher car, which is an RS3, is if we had the hatchback, and I would have waited a little longer, saved up, and got that. So yeah, to sum it up, the reason why I went with the Golf R was the interior, the price, and the specs. That's the reason why I got a Golf R right now. Next question is from my boy Marco Princeton. He asked me, am I on bags? Are you on bags? And no, not on bags. And then the follow-up question to that is, would you ever go air ride? And that's from Driven by Boost again. So yes, I would go on air ride, but no, because number one, financially, that is a big toll. It's all expensive. Number two, in Canada, it gets really cold, and because of air, the moisture in the lines and the compressor and the tank and all that stuff, I don't want to risk any freezing, and if anything goes all wrong, I'm gonna be slammed on the floor, I'll be stuck or something, and a mess. But I would love to go air ride, but it just doesn't seem realistic right now. But as of now, no, but I would love to go air ride one day. The next question is from GTI.Juti, and the question is, what camera did you first start on what do you have now, and which one is your favorite you've owned? So this is kind of like a continuation of that first question. The first camera I ever owned was a Nikon D3100, I believe it was, with the kit lens. That was my like starter camera that I tried and like played around with, and I got that. I think I got that in grade 7 or 8. And the reason why I got that camera was it was really cheap at the time. It had good quality, take really good photos, and it was a good start and a good introduction to photography to try it out. What I have now is the Nikon D750 and the Sony RX100 Mark V, and by far those are my favorite cameras, and I do recommend it to anyone that asks. The only thing I would recommend to people right now is if you're looking to buy just one camera and you wanted something that's like well-rounded and you're willing to invest in the lens and the camera, right now, bang for your buck, and this is what I'm trying to get personally, is a Sony a6600 with a Sony 10 to 18 millimeter lens. But by far the Nikon D750 is my favorite camera, and it's made me the best content I've ever had, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So Nikon D750, best camera. So I have two turbo questions. The first one is MK7_Greg24. Are you thinking about going hybrid turbo? No, not as of now. I don't want to upgrade my turbo at all. And the second turbo question is Dat_Blue_GTI. He also asks, any plans on bigger turbo? And to answer both of those questions, I don't plan on going on a bigger turbo. A, because I'm not looking to make like big power gains right now. I'm looking for something that's just reliable, makes enough power, sounds good, has a little bit of pops and bangs. And yeah, it's just, I want right now the car to be a bit showy and to be a bit more for everyone to enjoy. Not that bigger turbo or hybrid turbo, not everyone can enjoy, but that comes with a price. When you're upgrading to that level, that's really pay to play. I'm gonna have to upgrade intercooler piping, custom tune, data logging, fueling. There's just a lot to it that I would do when making that jump. And if I were to make that jump, I would want to do it right the first time, dump all the money and invest in making the supporting mods really strong and reliable with the turbo and everything, so then I can make 450 wheel horsepower and be very reliable and not have to worry in the back of my head that, oh, I'm gonna blow something up. So as of now, I'm working with, I'm working on getting my car tuned so that we can make a bit more power reliably, so that the car can run smoother, because right now I have a full intake, full turbo back exhaust, so the car from intake to exhaust side of the turbo, it's breathing really well. It's not smooth all the time, so I want to get it tuned so we can get the car functioning smoothly, reliably, and make a little bit more power. So for power wise and turbo wise, we're gonna stay stock and go from there. The next question is from slow_MKV_, and the question is, would you leave our stock or go full bolt-ons and a tune? This is honestly like a very, very easy question to answer, because a lot of the people I know on their Golf Rs and GTIs are full bolt-ons and a tune like right away. Reason being, this platform that Volkswagen made has pretty much let these cars gain a lot of power reliably by just doing a drop-in filter or an intake and a downpipe and a tune, and you're good. You just need to flash the car, and if you have a DSG, just flash the DSG TCU, and you're making anywhere from 50 to 100 extra horsepower and torque just from that. To answer your questions, would you leave the car stock or go full bolt-ons? I tell everyone this: try to enjoy your car stock, try to get used to its stock a little bit more if it's a manual, so you can understand how the car feels. For a DSG car, just go straight into it, like enjoy the car. Once you get bored, once you're ready, just get the ECU flashed, get the DSG flashed, and obviously all the supporting mods to do it, so like intake, downpipe, intercooler if you want, up to you. DSG, no brainer, just stage 2, done. You're just gonna love your car and you won't have to touch it for a while. If you're manual like me, you have to worry about the clutch. Like the engine is nice, like our engines on our platform is strong, reliable, makes good power, but the clutch can't handle it properly. So make sure you're in the financial state to be able to afford a good clutch. Yeah, full bolt-ons and tunes, so go ahead for me. The next question is from poisonedgolf_r, and the question is, are you planning on doing any other aesthetics on the car exterior wise? So for exterior mods this year, I plan on doing a full body kit, front lip, side skirts, rear diffuser, and a wing. That can't really say when it's gonna happen. That's gonna happen this year. And also I'm gonna stay on stock wheels for now. May upgrade, may change it to OEM plus different kind of wheels, we'll see. But for sure I also want to do like a livery on the car, make it look like one of those race cars, RS30 TCR, GTI TCR, like the TCR style car. I want to have that look. So that's the plan exterior aesthetics wise for this year, and for sure I'll be making videos on that, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun. I want to just thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's just a little bit different, just more one-on-one talking. A couple of things that I want to talk about before I end this video. Number one, like I said at the beginning of this video, is that I will be hosting a contest as an appreciation once I hit 20,000 on Instagram. So I'm working right now on the video that's gonna be released soon, but here's a little preview. So just a quick update. The dynamic turn signals that I installed on my last video, they don't properly work for the Mark 7.5, so my next video will be talking about it. And shout out to Osram, they really hooked it up, and shout out to them for helping me get a set of these lights, and they work perfectly fine after me testing them. What happened with the other one briefly was when the car's running, the dynamic signals don't work properly. When the car is completely off, when I just unlock it or hazards on, it works okay. Like, it works but not perfectly. These are perfect. And tying back to my giveaway, I have another set, so I'll be giving another set away. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned for the post to enter to win one of these dynamic turn signals for your Mark 7 Golf GTI or Golf R, and they work for both Mark 7 and 7.5, so stay tuned for that. Also, I'm starting my own little brand slash company. It's called Raw Collective. If you guys have any suggestions of products that you want, and it doesn't have to be just Volkswagen related, it can be just car related in general, please leave a comment down below and I will read them and take them into consideration when developing and brainstorming on what products I want to bring to the table, bring to my store. Right now I have a website that I'm working on, and we're trying to get that sorted out with. And this is not the final logo. I think we're just adjusting it a little bit, but that's going to be my logo. Some ideas I've had so far was, of course, t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, maybe hats, not too sure. Definitely keychains like this, like the jet tags. Shout out WCT Performance. But yeah, definitely like key tags, keychains, stuff like that, and obviously stickers. Now, I'm not gonna have everything say that. I'm still working on some designs that I want to drop. So my first season slash collection that I will drop, I will announce that on my Instagram. So if you guys can, please follow Raw Collective as well. And yeah, so that's all the announcements I got and all the updates I got for today. I just want to thank you guys so much again for 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we're almost hitting 20,000 followers on Instagram. Shout out to you guys for making it happen. It just helps me. It's honestly just a motivation thing. I couldn't care less about the number specifically, but I like to see the growth, and the growth is what motivates me to create content and keep on doing this. and let's just keep on going and have a great 2020. This year's gonna be so good, so much planned to film and events and pictures and whatever, so that's gonna be fun. Please leave a comment down below if there's any videos you guys want to see specifically. Other than this video, I am gonna also work on a update for my exhaust because it's been changed for a little while now, if you know and seen on Instagram, if you follow me already. But I just need to make a video. The weather up here in Canada has been garbage, so it's kind of cold and hard to film, but that shouldn't be an excuse. I really want to show you guys the exhaust and pretty much just tell you like straight up which exhaust to go for when looking at exhaust. Anyways guys, I'm gonna just stop rambling on and conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.